Marshall here with Greenacres Nursery and Supply, and today we are going to be arranging orchids for our August Create class. For our arrangements, the possibilities are endless. They can be arranged in any way you see fit. Here are some options of arrangements I've already put together. So these arrangements can be organized and arranged however you see fit. The possibilities are totally endless. Ideally, you're going to want to put plants together with like needs. Water, lighting, all that kind of stuff is something important to take into consideration. So the products we're using for today's arrangement are going to be obviously some pottery, some plants, and some media. Here we have all the different things you would need, including some potting soil to achieve this overall look that we're going to be creating today. So for this arrangement today, I'm going to be using some potting soil, some orchid bark, some moss, maybe some pebbles. We'll kind of see where it goes. Again, we can kind of play with it and see where it ends up. Alrighty, so we're going to start this pot up by backfilling our pot real quick here. Just a little bit of soil in the bottom of the pot. Now what we're going to do next is we're going to take our tall Dieffenbachia here and we're going to add that to our pot. Okay, now that we have our Dieffenbachia placed in the soil here, we still have quite a bit of room to place our orchid as well as place our pothos. So it's really important to keep in mind that to make this arrangement work, you're going to need an orchid that's actually in plastic. We want to keep the orchid separate from the potting medium just because the needs are just a little different for the orchid as far as the Dieffenbachia and the pothos. So we'll go ahead and place our orchid in the pot with everything else here. And we'll take our pothos and we'll get that guy popped in with the orchid. Now, when you're happy with where everything is, let's take a look at it. You can start to backfill. And it's just as easy as potting up just everything else, but also just remember to keep in mind that we're keeping the soil away from the orchid. Again, it's in that plastic for a reason. Alrighty, and not too tightly when we're filling with soil there. We want to be able to freely pull the orchid out just in case we need to do a repot or check on the roots, make sure they're healthy. So again, it just pops in and out pretty easily. We don't want to pack the soil too tightly, and that way, if you want to put a new orchid in there, you're able to. Alrighty, and for some finishing touches, you can take some green moss here and just kind of add it in, you know, as a little bit of a soil cover, just to kind of add some more texture to the pot. Alrighty, and this is the finished product. We have all of our plants just living all nice together here in this pot. Really easy to still just pop that orchid out and take care of it as you would need to. Again, you can also refresh if you would like as well. The care is very easy overall. So the water and lighting needs for most of these plants is medium. You could take some lower light. I've bloomed some orchids in some lower light myself. But overall, general medium low light, and watering is probably about every 10 to maybe 12 days depending on the amount of light and intensity of heat in the building. So come on in and grab some orchids and some other plants and, you know, have some fun.